You are lying there. The room is dark. There is no sound. Nothing woke you up. No dreams. No alarm. Yet your eyes just snap open, and your mind is already racing at full speed before you can even remember where you are. Your heart is beating slightly faster than normal. The room is still dark, and you know right away you will not be going back to sleep for at least a few dozen minutes. That is not insomnia. That is not anxiety. It is a biological cascade that your body started exactly 90 minutes before the moment your eyes opened. And it has a name, a mechanism, and something standing behind it that most people never identify. If this happens once, it is a normal fluctuation. If it happens 2 or 3 times every week, your body is running an internal emergency protocol. And that protocol is accelerating your metabolic aging while you lie there staring at the ceiling. Over the next 11 minutes, we will trace that cascade backward, minute by minute, starting 90 minutes before your eyes open. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what triggered it, why your doctor's sleep advice completely ignores this, and the single intervention that can cut that loop off right at the source. Let us decode this. While you are sleeping, your body runs a night shift, different departments, different tasks, and just like any shift change, there is a moment around the 5th hour of sleep when the team responsible for keeping your blood sugar stable starts running out of supplies. That team operates from your liver, and their warehouse supply, glycogen, is not infinite. While you are in a deep sleep, your liver is silently releasing glucose into your bloodstream in small, steady pulses to keep your brain nourished throughout the night without you needing to eat anything. That is the mission of the night shift: silent, invisible, and almost perfect until the warehouse starts running low. When that happens, the system detects it, and it sends a requisition order to the only department that can produce new supplies on demand: your adrenal glands. Most people think the problem is in the mind, racing thoughts, anxiety, stress. But the signal to open your eyes at 3 o'clock in the morning does not start in the brain. It starts in the liver, about 90 minutes before you wake up. This is the exact sequence. Around the 5th hour of sleep, which usually falls between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, your liver's glycogen stores approach depletion. Glycogen is the stored form of glucose that your liver has been releasing in slow, steady pulses all night to keep your brain nourished. Picture it like a warehouse down to its very last pallet. The supply is not gone yet, but the system detects that it is running out, and it sends a requisition order to the only department that can produce new stock on demand: your adrenal glands. What you eat, and when you eat it the night before, determines how fast this warehouse empties. A late dinner high in carbohydrates followed by no additional food creates a steeper depletion curve. The warehouse lights turn off earlier. The alarm is triggered sooner, but that is just the requisition order. What happens when the adrenal glands actually respond? That is where the waking mechanism begins. The adrenal glands respond with 2 signals in sequence. The first signal is cortisol, the hormone that orders the liver to produce glucose from non-sugar sources, such as amino acids, glycerol, and lactate. This is called gluconeogenesis. This is your body's emergency fuel production line. Cortisol does not ask for permission. It does not check if you need to wake up. It simply executes the protocol. The second signal is epinephrine, or adrenaline, released about 20 to 30 minutes after the cortisol spike. This is the signal that starts pulling you out of deep sleep and into light sleep, where the slightest stimulus is enough to open your eyes. Cortisol peaks 30 to 45 minutes before you wake up. That has been documented. That has been measured. This is the signal most people miss. You think you woke up on your own. You did not wake up on your own. Your adrenal glands woke you up 45 minutes after they received the order because your liver could not hold the line. Now, here is what it does to the second system, and this is where it gets personal. This is what actually happens in the final 15 minutes before your eyes open. Epinephrine has reached the brain. It activates the amygdala, your threat detection center. The amygdala does not know you are safe in bed. It only knows that an emergency signal has just arrived. So, it does what it was built to do. It starts scanning for a threat. The anxious thoughts you experience at 3 o'clock in the morning are not the cause of the waking up. They are the consequence of it. Your brain has been handed an emergency signal and told to find a reason. And it will always find a reason. Your job, your finances, your relationships. Anything that is unresolved. The amygdala is not picky. When this loop runs 2 to 3 times every week, chronically elevated cortisol during what should be your deepest recovery window begins to compress slow-wave sleep. Growth hormone, which peaks between 10 o'clock at night and 2 o'clock in the morning during deep sleep, gets pushed out. Cellular repair slows down. Biological aging accelerates. Not figuratively, literally, measurably. So now that you understand why your body does this, here is how you interrupt it. The point of intervention is not at 3 o'clock in the morning. By then, the cascade is complete. The point of intervention is the 4-hour window before you go to bed. Step 1. Stabilize the warehouse before the lights go out. A small amount of slow-digesting protein before bed, 0.7 to 1.06 ounces, which is about 20 to 30 grams, extends the glycogen release curve by an additional 2 to 3 hours. Not a meal, not carbohydrates, protein. It provides the liver with enough substrate to delay the moment of depletion past the critical window. Step 2. Lower baseline cortisol before bed. Magnesium glycinate 0.011 to 0.014 ounces, which is approximately 300 to 400 milligrams, taken 60 minutes before going to bed, has been proven in clinical studies to lower nighttime cortisol and extend slow-wave sleep. It does not cause drowsiness. It lowers the sensitivity of the alarm system. Step 3. Cut off the evening cortisol triggers. Any spike in cortisol during the 3 hours before sleep, from blue light, from unresolved cognitive stress, from a high-sugar dinner, raises the baseline that your adrenal glands are starting from. A higher baseline means they react faster when the signal from the warehouse arrives. Close the loop before midnight, not with supplements. By light, timing, and the last thing you look at before you close your eyes.